Hey, good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Today we're going to talk about very interesting topic. Today we're going to talk about very interesting topic. Today we're going to talk about promotions. And I'm going to be sharing my story about like promotions that um as I pursue my promotions early in my career and what happened. And so today we like gonna go throw some shade and spill some tea. Well, more so coffee. But like today we're gonna talk about all about promotions. And as you are joining my live stream, please. Um, Leave a comment where you're watching me from, because as I said previously on my live stream, the LinkedIn is a place where we network, and the way we network with each other is by connecting with commenting on live streams, right? If you are joining a live stream, and connecting with people who commented on the live stream. So it's the most effective way to connect and with other professionals, because like you never know who's watching. And also another way to connect with people, and you can also react on my live stream, and uh, later on come back and see who reacted on this video and connect with those people as well. Well, hello, Instabook. Like, I appreciate all of your comments. I appreciate all of your engagement. So I'm streaming everywhere. Like, I'm streaming on LinkedIn. I'm streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and separately on Instagram. So let's get it going. Let's get started. So let's throw some shade and spill the coffee, preferably not on key or on the keyboard. So, um, promotion, promotion. Let me tell you a story, because like this is what I'm hearing from my customer, or from my customers, or from my clients as well. So early in my career, I started my career as a software tester, as a QA tester, and I was pursuing um, a higher role. So I was able to land a job as a mid-level QA engineer because of my preparation and stuff like that. So I did it quite successfully, and I think it was my second position. And after sometime in the role, I I start talking about like getting promotion, doing more stuff, getting more responsibility, and the way conversation about promotions start is something like this. In order to get to the next level, in order to get your next promotion, you have to perform on that level. And it's true, and it will be true for majority of organizations, majority of the companies, right? So, and what in reality ends up happening, like it happened to me, like at my first job. So you talk to your manager, you talk to your supervisor, and then they tell you the expectations. They tell you what the requirements are. Normally, it's a combination of things, right? It's a combination of things. It's like is your technical competencies, like what you have to know, like in terms of your technical skills, and also in terms of your work visibility, and like hard skills, soft skills. So and also one important piece for promotion, everybody has to see your work. Your work has to be visible. Your work has to be visible, because this is something that you're gonna hear a lot on feedback when you talk to your manager. So your work has to be impactful and visible. So off I go, and I start working really hard, and I start putting all the effort, right? Like I start performing on a different level. Um, I start doing all of the things, and I don't know about other organizations, but like a lot of organizations that I work, whenever somebody says that, oh, I'm working towards my promotion, I'm working towards my promotion, people would assume that you just sign up for work as hard as you possibly can. And yes, it's true, like you have to go above and beyond. Like I'm not saying that like that you shouldn't do that, but people assume that like now you will take all the work, now you will provide all the mentorship, now you will like now you basically a freebie for any projects, any mentorship, any whoever needs help, they can just like tap you on the shoulder and you're supposed to help them. So um more or less, right? So I'm working really hard, and I'm working really hard, and I'm start performing on that level. I started performing on that level. So and what ends up happening, I'm having more my one-on-one with my well at that organization. I had my manager and I had my supervisor or like a team lead, and my manager would dedicate all the managerial things to the team lead, so all one-on-ones, all the feedback, all the promotions, stuff like that to the team lead. So basically he was my manager, like manager under manager. So we talk and I said like, hey, and by the way, if you are joining my live stream right now, if you're joining my live stream right now, I encourage y'all to leave me a comment and tell me where you're watching me from, because this is how we network. And because also, especially here on LinkedIn, you never know who is watching. You never know who is watching. So I encourage each and every one of you to leave me a comment, to say hello, and connect with everybody. So when you see and hear when you see people commenting and reacting, connect with those people, and let's network. So what's happening next? I'm working, I'm performing on the next level, and I'm having a conversation with my supervisor or manager, and my supervisor says, well, yes, you're performing on that level, but however, nobody see your work, like what you actually doing. And I said like, well, okay, like how do I actually make my work visible? And the answer is never there. And the answer was never there. And the answer was like, well, like you should really put yourself out there. You should perform on like some sort of all hands, some sort of um demo. You should do more demos. You should do more presentations and stuff like that. And I did all of that, and like the same feedback, like the work what you're doing is not significant. The skill set that you have is not significant. The level of automation that you provide is not significant. I'm like, okay, but give me the guidance. Give me the guidance. So give me the guidance that it's more significant, right? Like, how do I make it more significant? So, and uh, it like at that company it really didn't go nowhere. So I end up moving to a different city, and that's why I left my job, and not because I didn't get a promotion or anything like that, but because I I was relocating. So my the next job, right? The next job, when I was already an iOS developer, and with QA engineers, right? It's like it's a little bit, well, like it like that at that time it was a little bit tricky too, because like the level of what is the level of complex and the level of complexity wasn't clear, and also the impact, right, was not quite clear. Yeah, like test automation was really important, but the level of impact, because this is one of the criteria that people and managers are going to look at, is the level of impact. So my My second promotion story is that like I'm performing in a new company. I'm performing really well, and after some time, I'm having a conversation. Like first of all, I start having a conversation with my manager and say, "Hey, I totally understand if this is too early to have this conversation, but let's have the conversation. Let's have a conversation about promotion." So, and my manager said like, yeah, like, it's a long haul. It's not a sprint. It's not a marathon. Hey, Rashad, thank you so much for joining my live stream. I appreciate it. And also, y'all, like, comment and share where you're watching me from. Comment well, comment where you're joining and connect and network with each other. So I appreciate your comment. So, and the story kind of repeats itself, right? Kind of repeats itself. So I start working towards my promotion, and like, but like this time with a twist. Like in the last time we talk about how I was passed over for the promotion. My manager actually did a little bit more of a decent job and said, like, hey, it's not quite there yet. It's not quite there yet. But like at the new company, like I'm working in, like we have the whole plan, and we like we every one on one that we also kind of like um, do the checklist, like am I going to the right direction, am I working on the right projects, am I doing the work that matters and stuff like that. And I think I'm doing well. I think I'm checking all the boxes. I think I think I'm checking all the boxes. I think I'm doing all of the things, like because I have a really good feedback, and then and then I start getting feedback like, okay, like your work is not quite visible. Like, okay, like that's good, like that's a good feedback. How do I make it more visible? And I start interact like, oh, you should interact with the other teams and help other engineers with like their task. And I start doing that, and I started doing that, and like the time goes on, and we do the checks, and we do the feedback thing, and everything is good. Everything is good. So my expectation, like the promotion is right there. Again, different companies have different structures for getting a promotion, right? Like some companies, smaller companies, is more like okay, here's your promotion, here's your new title, and here's your new pay. And a lot more sophisticated companies, more bigger companies, they actually have the whole framework where you work with your manager, and manager like submits the list of people who they think that they're gonna apply for promotion. So the time goes on, like really good feedback, really good feedback, really good feedback, really good feedback, really good feedback. Now, like at the timeline to apply for promotions, right? And I'm having one-on-one with my manager. My manager like smiles at me and say like, "Hey, how are you doing?" Like, and I'm saying I'm well, and how are you doing? I'm like, "Oh, I'm excellent. It's such a beautiful day." Like, yeah, such a beautiful day. Hey, like, isn't it like today like a deadline to apply for to submit your list of engineers for promotion? And my manager says like, yeah, today's the day. And I'm like, okay, so am I on the list? And he looks at me like, no, you are not on the list. I'm like, but why though? And my manager says like, look, it's a no for it's a no for this season. You do an excellent work, but hey, like your work is not as significant. You're not doing anything significant, or you're not doing anything visible. And this is a good feedback. And even possibly it's the right feedback. But here's the like this is where the tea is at, and this is where the shade is at. I think a lot of people hope, like when a lot of people start working towards their promotion, right? They're hoping to get coaching and guidance from their manager, right? So, and this is your manager's job, by the way, to provide you guidance and provide what you're missing, and like fix you and say, hey, like this is where you're missing, this is where you're not visible, this is what you need to do, like this is how you need to put yourself out there. So, um, and after that I was really at a loss. So like, hey, like I'm doing X, Y, and Z, and everything is documented, and you are telling me that is not good enough. So what is it good enough? So and little did I know, little did I know that the like uh, my another activity that I started doing, right? Another activity that I started doing, I started networking with um, higher apps, right? Like with the director of engineering, with the like with my managers, with my manager's manager, like and stuff like that. And my intentions were really pure to get to know people and um, to get to know people and really like hear what is important for the organization. And uh, it was not until I start building basically a community, and I start doing other work, and I kind of stopped thinking about the promotion itself. But uh, when I decided to kind of like put myself to the test and see like, okay, like can I get higher, like at the higher level somewhere else, not necessarily really change the job, but can I go, can I get to the higher level somewhere else? And I did. And the feedback from like my manager at a time, because like my managers, they would change frequently. And my manager said, like, well, listen, I understand what was going on, and I understand you decided to put yourself to the test, but your work is so visible, like you will like we need you. And I pull some strings, and the next promotional cycle you will get it, like it's already it's already on the list, it's already the writing is on the wall, and like more importantly, we can even give you more money now. I like, but why though you waited until I put my 2 week notice, and why though were you waiting until like my almost last day? So so tell me, and you don't even have to put it in the comments, just like tell it to yourself. Have you been in that situation when you are working towards your promotion, right? When you're working, like when you're trying to climb that mountain, but nobody sees you. And this is the like this is how how a lot of conversations about promotions will go. Like you do the work, and you may be performing at the level that you need to perform, but at the end of the day, like nobody sees you. Nobody sees you. And the frustrating part might be is that um you may not even be sure uh why is that, because you don't like what is really kind of not okay with me is the lack of guidance, y'all, is the lack of guidance. So um and I think the and I think it's really important think about those kind of things. And if it's something that you are going through right now or you've been through, like I totally feel you on that. And I understand how you feel, because like that really makes you feel defeated. That really makes you feel defeated. So um but anyway, I appreciate like all of you who joined my live stream today. And definitely, as you're watching replay, definitely drop your comments and react and share and connect with people, because you can also connect with people who reacted and share those live streams. And more importantly, if you need help with your career, and with maybe you're working on the promotion and something is not clear, so something is in the air, but something is not clear. I'm offering a free 15-minute coaching call. So you can go to my profile and click on that link for a free coaching call. And also, I will be dropping the link in the comments after I finish this live stream. And also, I will be posting a recap with the link as well. So, thank you so much for joining my live stream, and I will see you tomorrow. And tomorrow, we're gonna talk about three ways how you can actually be visible as a software engineer. Three ways how you can be actually visible as a software engineer. So, thank you so much for joining, and I'll chat with y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.